Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all well. Thank you for being here and returning to listen to my ramblings. Today I'm starting a series, something I mentioned fleetingly a while ago. I mentioned that I'm waiting for some answers, remember? Well, this series will be a stop and start as people are not very keen to speak about their friendships or previous liaisons with the Suits actress, now known as the Duchess of Sussex. Why that would be, I do not know. Usually, if you like or love someone, you do not mind saying nice things about him or her. I have not read or listened to the entirety of Tom Bowers' book either, as I'm waiting for my hard copy. It should be here in the next week or two, as it had been sent off. Unfortunately, due to my location, there may be a delay once it gets to South Africa. But believe me, I do not mind waiting. What I do know, however, is that there are some gaps in Tom Bowers' book, which is not surprising, as I do not think one single book can cover all the intrigues in Meghan's life. So, what am I talking about? Well, many videos ago, I did a series on Meghan's extended family, and for a while, I have been thinking of doing a series on her friends and associates. And when I recently did a video on her friendships with Priyanka Chopra and Misha Nonoo, I realized it was time to dissect a little further. And boy, oh boy, did I learn some things through these deep dives. Not only about the friends, but about Meghan herself. In my efforts, I looked at the friends we all know and talk about, but more so at the ones we do not talk about regularly. One of those is Jake Rosenberg. Jake Rosenberg is 35, a photographer, and the co founder and creative director of the online publication Coverture. He also produces advertising campaigns for brands such as Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Dior, etc. He launched Covertier with stylist Stephanie Mark in 2011 at the age of 23 and made the Forbes 30 under 30 for art and style in 2017. As far as I can see, Jake and Meghan's friendship started in 2013 when he photographed her professionally. However, I cannot be absolutely certain because Jake and Meghan have another friend in common, namely Marcus Anderson. Anyway, it is clear that they formed a friendship after that first shoot in August 2013 for Elle and Weller. But he also photographed her during private visits and get togethers, and both of them posted some of these photographs on their Instagram pages. And that gives us a bit of a timeline into their friendships and what Meghan did and when. So here follows a timeline of photographs posted on Jake's Instagram page. On August 13th, 2013, there was a photo shoot with Meghan and Jake. September 17th, 2013, he posted a photograph of Meghan looking like it may have been taken on the set of Suits. The 2nd of November 2013, there is an informal photograph taken during a social outing. On the 10th of February 2014, another informal photograph taken during an outing. 12th of April 2014, a photograph of Meghan without makeup with her dog Bogard. So obviously he visited her at home as well. On the 24th of January 2015, Meghan and Jake in a photo booth. And it appears Meghan seems to love photo booths because we have seen her with other people in photo booths. Anyway, on the 14th of February 2015, Valentine's Day, there is another photograph, this time of Meghan and Jake. On the 22nd of October 2015, there was what looks like another professional photo shoot. On the 2nd of April 2016, another informal photograph during a brunch in Toronto. Jack Rosenberg also attended Harry and Meghan's wedding, and here we can see him walking behind Oprah. We also know that Jake has a continuing friendship with Misha Nonoo. But what happened to Jake and Meghan's friendship after the wedding? It appears that regardless of what appears to have been a rather close friendship before the wedding, now no longer exists. And that since the wedding, Mishan Harriman had become Meghan's private or personal photographer of choice. Jake is based in New York, and yet we have not seen the Harkles meeting up or hooking up with Jake since the wedding. Jake's business partner, Stephanie Mark, is a renowned stylist, and together they have worked with some of the best fashion designers, interior designers, and the biggest names in New York and Hollywood and elsewhere. I mean, one of those names is Oprah, to name only one. But why is Meghan now ghosting Jake? Or is Jake ghosting Meghan? Looking into Meghan and Jake's friendship, however, I, with the help of a friend, discovered some other very interesting things. Surfing the comments section of Jake's Instagram page, we noticed that Meghan replied from an Instagram page called Meghan Markle Fans. It is clear that it is Meghan, as she used the pronouns I, me, we, etc. In other words, replying in the first person. However, when one goes to the Meghan Markle fans page, which incidentally is still open, it pretends to be a fan page. However, we have been monitoring the page and there are discrepancies which occurred. Firstly, scrolling back to almost the beginning, it is clear that the person is struggling to stick to the third person and slips up from time to time and reverts back to first person. I, me, my, our, we on a few occasions. Secondly, since the last post in August 2021, many of the comments on the post have been removed. Again, not in the brightest, cleverest way, as some of the comments are in reply to other comments which had been removed. So it is quite obvious that things have been deleted. It is thus clear, very clear, that Meghan Markle did not remove all his social media accounts when she married Harry, and that Meghan herself is behind the Meghan Markle fans Instagram page. Now, I wonder why she stopped posting after her birthday last year. It would be interesting to know. Now, just a matter of interest, and just because I find it a little strange, how many of you have heard that Misha Nonoo's real or birth name was actually Edwina Eccleswhite? I'm putting the name on the screen because I'm sure I butchered it in an attempt to pronounce it. But anyway, that's just a little tidbit. Okay, and to end this video, a bit of current news. I told you months ago that it had been booked or confirmed that Harry will return to the United Kingdom to attend the Well Child Awards, just like he did last year. Remember, he used that photograph of himself in a black vehicle, phone in hand, and a virtually empty street, save for a few parked cars, to prove how he was mercilessly pursued by the paparazzi. However, just like before, I knew and confirmed months ago that he will attend again this year. So if I know that, sitting in South Africa, of course it is simple logic that any journalist or photographer will have access to the very same information. Well, this year it will be a double whammy, as Harry and Meghan will go to Manchester for the One Young World Summit, then fly to Düsseldorf for the Invictus Games Düsseldorf 2023 One Year to Go event, whereafter they will return to the United Kingdom for the Well Child Awards. So, my dears, as the Young One World 2022 Summit is taking place between the 5th and 8th of September, you can expect to see this middle-aged couple in your neck of the woods during that time. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, maybe closer than you think. Yes, Meghan was involved in One Young World prior to marrying Harry. Yes, Invictus was set up by Harry. And yes, the Wild Child Awards was something he always attended. But be careful, people. You may get so used to seeing the Harkles in the United Kingdom again that you may not even notice them slipping back in. I'm just saying and warning you. Anyway, guys, so that is it from me for today. Please take good care of yourselves until we meet again on the next one.